My first dive into the films of Nicolas Winding Refn came with Drive in 2011. I was at first a little hesitant to jump on to the cult bandwagon, as it were, but over time that film completely worked for me, and I remember it fondly to this day. With Only God Forgives, we have a very different film going on. A lot of people are going to be going into this looking at it as the follow-up to Drive, while it is very different both stylistically and in terms of its narrative. I would say Drive was a fairy tale of sorts that was sometimes nightmarish in its violence and its aggression. I would say take that aspect of Drive and put it throughout the entire film of Only God Forgives, and you have a pretty good idea of what this movie is like. Only God Forgives is set in Bangkok, and we follow Julian, who's played by Ryan Gosling, and his older brother Billy, played by Tom Burke. The two of them run and operate a kickboxing ring, which is basically a front for a drug smuggling operation. All of these details go to the background when Billy rapes and murders a 16-year-old girl, for which he himself gets killed as a punishment. Almost immediately, these crimes are brought to the attention of Inspector Chang, played by Vathaya Panzringram. And this, I have to say, is such a kick-ass character. When he enters a room, that room becomes a courtroom. He is the judge, jury, and the executioner. The film is primarily split between these two characters, Julian, Gosling, and Chang, Panzringram. This film often feels Kubrickian. Take the slong corridor crawls that we saw like at the beginning of A Clockwork Orange, or especially in the Overlook Hotel, and combine that with the unsettling feeling we get in the final 10 minutes of 2001: A Space Odyssey, and you'll better understand what this film reaches in most of its scenes with Julian. When his mom comes to town, played by Kristen Scott Thomas, we see that he has a fair amount of mommy issues as well. This is a neo-noir film used primarily with a black and red color scheme. Forget about black and white films. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. With Only God Forgives, Refn has reunited with cinematographer Larry Smith, who worked on 3 out of 4 of Kubrick's last films. I still have the majority of Refn's films to catch up with, and now I'm more excited than ever to do so, but I feel pretty safe in calling this one of his masterpieces. This is a taxi driver of the Far East. On the Movieclips rating scale, I give Only God Forgives a 95. Again, this is very much a dreamlike experience. It's unlike anything I have ever seen before, and for that, my hat's off. This is JS with Movieclips. Thanks for watching.